Hey, and welcome to our little van tour. We're not finished with the van yet, but we're pretty close, so we just want to show you a little bit. The first thing I want to just mention, we're trying to go for a stealth van, so we tinted the windows here on the side and in the back. But we wanted to have this gutter here because when it's raining, we don't want it to drip into the van. And this is really nice because the water goes out here and down in between here. The next thing I want to show you, we have these two passenger seats. We really wanted to be able to bring people along in the van, so it was important for us to have two extra seats with the seat belt. And we have storage under here for shoes, whatever else you need in there. Then we have some hooks for hats over here and caps, and we have the main light here, which is dimmable. And then we also have some hooks behind the seat here. Okay, so we installed two curtains here, one black so we can black out, which is wool, so it's also insulating. And on the other side here we have this green, nice texture. And Sarah made these really cool hemp curtain holders, so they look really nice. And then we have Lacey in the passenger seat, locked in place. And then we have swivel on both the seats because we wanted to have a kind of a living room area where we could also invite people in, so we can be seated 6 people here, 2 in the passenger seats, 2 people here on the sofa bench, and we can have 2 people in the seats here. And then we can also pull the table out like this, and we can sit here and eat if we want to do that. We also made this table especially for Catan because we really want to play a lot of Catan, so this is just big enough for that. We also installed a table here, which we're going to show you afterwards. Over here we have storage for the dog. We have some dog food and all kinds of other stuff that's for the dog. So it's easy accessible, so we can take these out when she needs to eat and drink. And when she's not in the van, we can just store them under here. And then we have some overhead storage up here. So it's not really well organized right now, but we have some warm clothes over here, and we have the film gear that we're filming with right now over here. So this is going to be better organized when we're going to go for our 1-year trip though. So, and then we have a loudspeaker which we connect in here. So this, we're going to organize this a little bit better as well, but we have the drone that we're charging, the GoPro, a little bit like that. And then we're also going to use this as where we're going to put our books up. And then we have the bench, and this bench here we also have storage underneath. So we just open this up and then we have access to a lot of stuff down here. And then we also have, for the kitchen, we built in this so we can be able to cook and both be at the kitchen at the same time. And we also can use the table if we need to. So then we have a lot of options when it comes to prepping food. And then we also have the kitchen. We have 2-burner hob here, which we really like. Recommend this on the warmest. We recommend this. And then we have all this storage here for cooking utensils and food. And here I usually store my computer. And then we have outlet, 220 volt outlet here, 12 volt and USB. So if we need anything for the cooking, then we can use those. Then we have our sink, which we take out like this. And we have a deep, big sink here. And we can also use this in the bed if we need somewhere to put stuff, if we're using the sink. And over here we have our coffee, we have all of our tea, we have our spices. And then we also made it so we can store this away if we're not using it. And over on the other side here, we have a mirror, and then we have this closet, hang up stuff. So I usually hang my stuff on this end because I'm 190, and Sarah hangs her stuff on the other end because she's like 165. Yeah.
On a good day.
Down here we have the heater coming out, and we built up the floor here because we have a big van. We have the heating coming out here, and we also installed pissoir so we can go inside the van. And we don't have a toilet right now. That's why this is really handy, because it doesn't take up that much space. So we're gonna get a toilet, but it's just for number 2, which we can kind of remove. So we don't really need a toilet taking up all the space. We have a wet room, shower, which we also use to dry out our wetsuits because we surf a lot. We have a fan in the top, so when we need to dry the wetsuits, we hang them up in the roof in the ceiling, and then we just pull the Nautilus door like this, and we put on the fan and the heat, and that kind of, when it's cold here in Norway, we do it that way. If it's warm outside, we can dry them outside. Take all the wetsuit gear, usually don't put it in the bed. And we have this laundry slash wetsuit chute, which goes into this bag in the back here. So we get it out from the main area. The shower is not very big, but it's big enough for me to go in here. It's just big enough, right? But you don't really need that much space. And I can bring this up over my head like this, and then it's fine. And I'm 190 tall, so. Okay, so here we also have the fridge. I think it's a 50-liter fridge. So we open that like that, and we don't really have a lot in there right now. And we also have lights underneath here. So if we have to go in the nighttime, we can just put on that light, and so you don't have to wake up the other person in the bed. We usually just put that on. We also have a light here for the kitchen. And we also have a light here over the bed. So underneath there, so we can read. And then we have the bed. And we also have the storage units over here. So we have two, one small and one a little bit bigger. And then we have storage for our phones and electrical compartment right over there. Then we also have the guitar, and we also have a big skylight, so I can pop my head out in the morning if we're at the beach and just check if the waves are good. And then we also have the table that we can use in bed if we're watching a movie, but we can also use that in the front. So this bed here is approximately 195 wide, and I'm 190, so it just fits. But I would not recommend anyone that's taller than me to build width-wise in a Peugeot Boxer, Dodge Ram or Fiat Ducato. Okay, let's go in the back and I'll show you there. So here we have the back. We also have the same curtain system here. So we have one for blackout, so no one can see what's inside the van. And then we have the green ones because we like the color on the inside. Then we have the table here, and we have the storage. So the reason why we built up the floor is that we can put longboards. So we can put 2 longboards underneath here, and we can put 4 shortboards if we take off the fins on this side. We're gonna organize this a little bit better. So we're gonna take you for a new van tour later, but we'll wanna put stuff in the ceiling here as well to organize it a little bit better. And we have this if we want to make a fire. So we just bring this out. And then we have heating in the winter. When we're connected to shore power, this goes on automatically. And then we also can pull the whole bed out. So that's one of our main features, I would say. So I can show you how to do that now. So in our second van build that we built like 4 years ago, We had a bed that came out like a drawbridge, and we really liked to be outside in the bed. And then we met Alex and Max. They were traveling around from Germany, and they were traveling around in a really nice van. They had found this genius solution to put the bed on sliders. So we wanted to do the same thing, but they had a longer bed. So we have the bed in the widthwise, so we have to kind of pull the bed a little bit up. But we really enjoyed these sliders, so we pull these up here, and then we have to lift up a little bit on this side here. And then we usually put the mattress either way, so now the sun is there. So then we do like this, and we pull the mattress over this way. And then we put the pillows over here. So these sliders take 220 kilos. Wanted to have a table here as well, so we can bring out the coffee in the morning. And this is just super nice. So, and then we can lean back and just enjoy. So we still need to paint the floor here, but you can see how much this kind of just opens up the whole van. And then we also have storage underneath the bed here. So we can put some tools, socks, whatever we want in the sides there. I hope you enjoyed that short van tour. Me and Sarah were planning a one-year trip now for Europe and also down to Morocco. So if you're interested in building your own van, we're launching a van build course online, video-based step-by-step progress. So if that's something that sounds interesting, put your name on the early bird waitlist underneath and you get notified when the course launches. So see you guys on the road.